Good day, everyone. My name is Abdullah Musluddin. In this project, I will show you how to sort a tuple in Python using the PictoBlox editor. So, like we all know, tuples are immutable, but we can sort them using the sorted and whatnot, the sorted objects. So fine, or rather sorted method rather. So now the first thing I want to mention is when you talk of immutable, these are value data types that they cannot be changed. Unlike list can be changed. When it comes to tuple can't be changed. They are immutable. So whatever you put in data, whatever you put in whatever value you put in the data, that's sure what you're going to have. You cannot change it. You cannot change it. Or you can equally sort it from the descending to the ascending. They are quite okay. And in addition, also when you're working with tuple, you don't use the square brackets, you rather use the parentheses, unlike the list whereby you use the square brackets. That's one of the difference between the two. The tuple uses parentheses while list use square brackets. So moving forward now, let us just work one of the data types that we know. So now in this video, I'll try to work on, okay, let me work on numbers. So numbers, let me just see. I have my numbers here. Okay, let me enter the numbers. Let me just see 9, 6, 2, 1, 3. Let me leave a little space here. 3. Let's see 8. And let me just add one more by putting a baby small. Okay, let me just use 4. All right. So this has been done. The next thing I can do now, let me just try to print it to check if everything is quite okay. So for the print here, let me just call upon the numbers. All right, let me run the code. Okay, as you can see, we have the 9 C's, whatever. So whatever we entered here is what you have here. So just to check if everything is working fine. So in addition, now we have this number, but they're not well arranged, they're not well sorted. Let us try to sort it out using one of the sorting method. Okay, fine. Let me just use ascending here. Ascending here. Assign this first. Call upon the tuple. Sorted numbers. Like we mentioned earlier, when you're working with tuple, you call upon this sorted the value, which is the numbers, the one holding data for the variable, so which is numbers. So when you try to print this one out now, if you try to print that, I believe it's supposed to help us supposed to be sorted by now. Print, then come here. Let me just call upon the ascend. Because now I know the variable. All right, let's try to run it. Okay, fine. It has been sorted already. 1, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9. That's fine. That shows that it's working appropriately. It's working fine. So now let's work now on another one. Let me just work on the descending part of it. Just changing reversing the method. So let me just use descending the tuple. Then sorted numbers. But this time around, I want to use the reverse method. That is from the back. So as like 180 negative share and whatever. So descending and reverse. Okay, fine. Let's try to print it and check if you're on the right track. Print, put sending. Descending. Now let me try to run the code of it. So we now have what 9, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just the reverse of this. So how tuple is being sorted out in Python using the PictoBlox. Okay.